questions for Treysen Eaglestaff, Honor Huff, and Brenen Lorient.
Treysen, when you realize a defender cannot check you, that you've got an advantage over him, you know, what are the thought processes going through, and do you have to at times rein it in and say, look, I still want to be a good teammate and pass it, even though I know I've got a chance to score a lot of the time?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You got to kind of like there was a shot I took where I was kind of feeling it. No one touched the ball towards the end of the game. There was a pull-up three, and it felt good. He sagged off me. Unfortunately, I missed. And coach getting on me for that, but it's understandable because it's like, I mean, you're trying to win a game. Like, it's not just trying to get yours like it was at any other school. So it's like, you got to understand time and place, obviously. Make them work, too. You can't just, like, if I would have missed any shots early, it's just, like, kind of a pointless possession. So it's, I mean, just kind of maturing in a way, basketball player and just as a person. So, yeah, you definitely have to check what you're doing, but obviously stay aggressive the whole game, and that's what I try doing.
Honor, you went 4 for 4 tonight at the free throw line. You've said time and time again how important those free throws are, especially down the stretch. How much have you worked on that, and how important were those tonight?
I mean, in all honesty, these guys count on me to make my free throws. If there's like a technical situation or something like that, I'm going to shoot them. So I feel like it's not a bad added pressure, but it's something that I know when I stepped up to the line, like I got to hit it. Like Bilo today when I went to the line, he was like, I know these going in, and then what's our defense? Like, he's telling me the confidence they have me to go to the line, I just feel like I owe them to make them. So it's something we work on a lot as a team, especially early on this season, but something that I do alone too. So it definitely feels good to be confident enough to know when I get to the line, I'm going to make them.
Treysen, what did you see early in this game or even on the scout that maybe let you know that you could kind of explode in this game? Their coach mentioned that they didn't have anybody that could guard you in particular, and that was evident from the jump.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even think anything before the game. I usually never do. Kind of just like show up and enjoy the moment. Obviously, I know my personnel and the scout that I have against somebody else, but I never tell myself I'm going to go off a certain game. I never have since I was a kid. That's never been my type. But especially when I get in the game, when that first tip-off starts, my whole mind just goes blank, and then you just play basketball. So I've never been the type of guy to like look before the game and be like, oh, like this is when I'm going to go kill, or this one I'm going to go get a good game. But just close my eyes, tip-off came, and then play basketball. And I'm glad I have teammates like these guys to help support. And then Jasper and Bilo made huge plays at the end.
And early in the game, a lot of your points were going right, which is where you want to be, but did you just figure that if it's working, I'm just going to keep on doing it rather than switch it up? Because sometimes, coach says maybe to switch it up just because they could clog it up and be an easier scout against you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really predict. Like, if we were going to play, like, obviously, like, it's maybe shaded to the right hand, but obviously if they're trying to turn that down, like, you just have to be a player at the end of the day. And that's something they really emphasize, is be basketball players. So, like, I remember there was, like, Bilo came and sent me a screen, and I was trying to reject it to the right, and he's trying to take that away and like push me to the sideline. And then I just stopped, and I was like, "Okay, Bilo's gonna be wide open," and he was. So it's just being a player at the end of the day and not predetermining what you're gonna do with the ball.
Trey, what makes you effective late in the shot clock?
I would say my size and my ability just to handle the ball and get a shot off. I'm nothing like Honor here, but I mean I'm definitely a pretty good second choice in my opinion when it comes to that last second shot. I think I just know how, like that. The one against first half, I felt like that was in. Kind of felt like the one against Cincinnati, like a turnaround. But I mean, just with those type of things where I can get extra space if I have to, or just shoot over somebody if it really comes down to it.
Are you thinking a little bit less and reacting more than maybe you were early in the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just telling Bilo that he was asking me where my confidence came, and I was like, Bilo, there's a game where I didn't take a shot. I was like, there's a game where I played 10 minutes. There's a game where I scored 1 point against a mid-major team. Like, it's just understanding how to play with these players and understanding what to do, and then just playing basketball at the end of the day. And that's something I didn't really do right away in the season, and I'm grateful that coaches have been staying by my side and helping me through that.
Treysen, on that, like in the frame of the season, do you feel like you're starting to play your best basketball?
I hope not. I hope that comes in the March area. I hope that's when I get that stride, but I mean, I'm definitely trying to play the best I can. And I think defensively right now I'm the best I've ever been in my life, which is a blessing. Shout out to Coach Hurl and Coach Hodge for really getting on me about that. And they've really pushed me a lot, so I'm really grateful for the coaches for that.
What do you think you do?
Yeah, really everything, to be honest. If you rebounding, never done that before till this year. Like, that wasn't my goal, and they just made me a more physical player. And then like in practice, like if I mess up, like they're gonna let me know, and that's something I really appreciate. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm like coming off a good game or not. Like, they're gonna let you know like if you're messing up in practice, and kind of just learning from that in film. We have individual film sessions with each coach, offensive and defensive, and they really helped me a lot with that.
for either of you guys. You guys went on a stretch in that Houston game for about 7 minutes where you didn't score a basket. What was kind of the message from the coaches tonight? You shot at 52% from the field. So what was kind of the message from the coaching staff?
We shot 50 from the field.
Nah, man. Coach, he's a guy that he always says players got to make plays. And, in the Houston game, we were having a hard time getting a little sped up. So this game, he just told us to go out there and players got to make plays. And Trey went out there, played hard, Honor did well, and our team was successful because of that.
Brenen, you had 8 of your 9 rebounds in the second half. Seemed to ignite your offense a little bit, too. What worked for you after halftime, maybe, as opposed to what was going wrong in the first 20 minutes?
Yeah, in the first, I had a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots. And when that happens, Coach Hodge always tells me, just stay connected to the game, just play hard. And usually when you play hard and lose yourself in those things, it'll be better for you in the end.
Treysen, you look really comfortable using the board on those 4, 6, 8-footers. Always been a part of your game, something you've developed later?
Oh, like the backboard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've always had this since I was a kid. My grandpa's really old school from a small town in North Dakota. Really blue collar guy. Doesn't know that much about basketball, but he knows the fundamentals of Larry Bird use the backboard. So when I was a kid, he's always emphasized you have to use the backboard. If you hit the top right of the corner, twirling every time, it's a cheat. So ever since I was a kid, I've always known to use the backboard. But obviously it's a new era of basketball. But it always helps for sure.
So Honor, did you call your backboard shot?
Absolutely not. But funny enough, believe it or not, I knew it was going in though. I just saw where the ball was going. I knew it was gonna hit the backboard and go in, but I didn't call it though.
So for any of you guys, you've had these outings, these solid nights at home in Big 12 play. How do you carry that over and play like this on the road? Because the road has been the issue so far in conference play. You played great teams, but still.
That's on you.
That was what kind of coach just left us off with just now before we brought it in. He was kind of just
Sorry to bump the balloon as well.
nah. He was like, yeah, let's take it on the road. We have to figure out ways to be as consistent as we can be at home on the road. And obviously that's easier said than done, and it gets difficult at times. But just putting together stretches where we're at our best just has to happen on the road. I think we get in too many stall outs where it's we're not consistent enough within the game, especially when we're on the road. And when we get down, it's not the same, obviously, when we have the crowd rallying around us. You guys know we're going to get some good questions at the end of the game. So it's just little things like that we have to stay a little bit more focused, especially on the road. Got to be a little bit more sharper. And then we have a long trip coming up, so we got to stay sharp.
Treysen, you mentioned those games that you haven't really produced. Tonight there was a moment after you hit a 3 where you kind of turned to the student section and put your hands up and just kind of smiled. What was that moment like?
Yeah, super cool. That student section's on and off with me sometimes. Sometimes I hear good, sometimes I hear bad. So I definitely love the support they show our team, and I always will love the support of the team, so I'm never going to feel a type of way towards them. We got a fan base here that really loves the Mountaineers, and I respect that a lot, so I'm happy we get these wins for them. And yeah, it was a really cool moment just to know that I hit that 3 for a play that he drew up, and Coach Hodge drew up a really good play.
Brenen, what was it like when they took that lead in the second half, and the momentum kind of went right back to you guys?
Man, I think we went into a media timeout. After that, Coach called timeout, and like I said, early in the season, we hadn't been through adversity together, so it was easy not to know what to do next. But since we got a couple of those games under our belt, we looked each other in the eye and just knew it came down to getting stops. You know what I mean? It's getting stops, taking care of the ball. And I don't think for a second we wavered that we weren't going to win the game.
Brenen, how important was it to win the rebounding battle tonight?
For sure. They had a big front court, 6'11", from the small forward to the center, and that was just a big emphasis for the forwards from Harlan, Obioha. He was telling us, man, we got to win the rebounding battle or it's going to be tough for us to really win. So I'm just glad we were able to get solid blockouts and, win that battle.
Any more questions? Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.